Shalom. So start out by giving infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakakadash. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai, prison is true. Across the four winds in this found I will make your calling elections sure by bound his labor love, man. We at the end, man. And in the end game, we should be offending less, being perfect, being built on our most holy faith, man. Attending to Yahweh Shai Shai's vineyard, all right? Taking care of this building, sweeping the floors, all right? Making sure the window sills are clean, so on and so forth, man. Taking care of this house, man, all right? Because Yahweh Shai is about to wreak havoc on the planet Earth, man. And every brother got to be built on his most holy faith and rocking out into the spirit of truth. That's what's going to stabilize us in these turbulent times, because we about to go through it. We're about to go through it. So our first priority got to always be this truth. All right? You can't be putting your family members, the world, the job, anything in front of this truth, man. All right? We're at the end, man. And at the end of a race, at the end of a marathon, on that last leg, you give your all. All right? So I'm going to start off in the book of John, chapter 16. I'm going to start from the top. All right? These things I have spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. All right? And this is our great King giving us warning about these times and the things we got to go through. They shall put you out of the synagogues. All right? All right? And then in our modern day and time, they're going to put us off the grid. Because back then, during those times, if you was put out the synagogue, all right, that was our way, that was their way of getting to Yahweh Shai. They had to go to the synagogues to sacrifice, all right, to go deal with the priests, all right? So in this modern day term, hey, that's you getting off the grid, all right? You're not going to have no life force, okay? The synagogues was our everything when we was back there in Judea around that time. Our great King walked, all right? Yeah, the time coming that whosoever killeth you would think that they have done Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai's service, man. All right, so those are those turbulent times that we're about to come in. Well, we're going to be marked men for the testimony of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Hey, and there's going to be bounties on our heads. All right, so with us knowing that, what manner of conversation should we be, man? All right, we're supposed to be tending to Yahweh Shai's vineyard and preparing for this onslaught that's about to come on us by the 2/3 of our own people and by these other nations, man. Okay? And only faith is going to be able to get you through it. Okay? This is the book of Matthew. I got it. Chapter 13, verse 22. And it reads, all right? He also, this is not what I want. All right, this is what I want. Matthew 13 and 22. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitful of riches choke the word and become unfruitful. All right, so, hey, look, right now, nothing's supposed to be coming in front of this truth. This truth reigns priority, all right? All right, so let's say you got a job. Elder Apostle Tahar already put out the decree, man. You got a job that's telling you to cut your beard and transgress the law of Yahweh Shai. It's time for you to get another job, all right? It's time to exercise their faith, all right? It's time for us to offend less, all right? So instead of you cutting your beard and transgressing the law, all right, you leave that job, all right? So I don't have a job anymore. How am I going to get my bills paid, all right? Now you're supposed to be, we're at the end. We're supposed to be built on our most holy faith and know that Yahweh Shai say in his word that I will never leave the righteous forsaken of their seed begging bread. We have to exercise this faith and this power that Yahweh Shem Shai is given to us, man. All right? We have to do this word in word and deed. And hey, a lot of times you gotta lose family, you gotta lose jobs, you gotta lose so-called loved ones, friends. All right, that comes with the territory. All right, when you put Yahweh Shem Shai operation, his enterprise first in your life, everything else in your life is gonna go to shambles and go to shit. And guess what you gotta do? You gotta endure. You gotta still work on this vineyard and close up the breaches to this house of David, no matter what happens around your life, man. All right? This is priority. Okay? Can't let the deceitful riches and the care of this world knock you off your square. All right? Nor family and friends. You got to be willing to lose your daughter, lose your children, sever relationships. All right? All of this comes in the territory, and when you towards the end, and you're supposed to be conquering these demons, slaying them. Okay? This is Luke. The book of Luke. The beloved brother Luke, chapter 14, verse 28. And it reads, "For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth not the cost?" All right? So you got to count the cost about coming to follow Yahweh Shai. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. You got to know, following Yahweh Shai, you can receive the same penalties that he got from this world. All right? He got put to death for righteousness' sake. Paul Peter followed Yahweh Shai. They got put to death for the testimony of our great King Yahweh Shai. So you got to count the cost and know this is something you could get put to death for. All right? In the land of the valley of the shadow of death, when you're disconnected from the matrix attacks those that are disconnected from it. All right? We are a virus to the society. All right? What does your white blood cells do a virus? They attack it to kill it. All right? Us men of the Lord that are out here preaching, prophesying against Babylon, we are a virus to this matrix Babylonian system, and it's going to try to kill us, man. All right? And it's going to be some brothers' lacks to give that ultimate sacrifice. You have to count that cost, okay? While building this tower, while building this house, okay? Whether you have sufficient to finish it, all right? So how do you have sufficient to finish it, all right? For you to be sufficient to finish it, you got to know, hey, bro, you might literally lose your family. You got brothers with testimonies how they lost their families, they lost their children, they lost their wives. All right, to do what? Finish this mission we have to finish. All right, I lost jobs because this beard, simply because of this beard. All right, cut the beard off or don't come to work. Fuck it, it's time to go. All right. You have to count the cost of what we're into, man. All right? People of the world, they look at us like lames. All right? We're the offspring of the nations. We're bywords. We're called madmen. They say we're in a coat that comes with the territory. So guess what you got to have? Tough skin, man. All right? You got a piece of that?
Yeah.
Bring out your piece of it.
It's Matthew 19 and 29. And it says, "And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold."
All right, man. Whatever you lose in the society, whatever you lose, hey, bro. Philippians 4:13 say you can do all things through Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai who strengthens you. And Yahweh Shai say he gives wisdom to all men liberally. All right, and he gives it with no partiality, man. If you believe on Yahweh Shema Shai, he can heal you. All right. Every time he healed people in the scriptures, what did he tell them? Your faith has made you whole. All right, your faith has healed you. All right, but hey, you gotta get under a man that has this doctrine. All right, and live according to this doctrine. Because if you're not under this doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai, you won't get healed. All right. Matthew 5:48 say, "Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect." So you have to know this doctrine so you can to be perfect, to aspire to be perfect. All right. So you got to go to a great millstone camp near you, man, and hook up with a brother that has this doctrine of life, bro. Okay, because just because an Israelite pray for you, you got some off Israelites out here that teach off things. The Most High is not dealing with them. All right. You need one of the brothers that have this doctrine of life, one of the money changers that can show you and lead you to live the rivers of living water. Now, what we could do over the internet is tell you to pray in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? And once you pray in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, this is a lifestyle change, all right? It's easy for the Most High to make a poor man rich, raise the dead, heal the sick, all right? That's a small matter for Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? So you need to pray for yourself. You need to have faith for yourself. Okay? You got to pray for yourself first and foremost. Then you know whatever city and state you are in, you try to get yoked to the body and learn this doctrine of life, man, wherever you are. What city and state you in, not?
This dude right here, he think he an Edomite.
Oh, you know him?
I seen him on All Brothers comments. He came on my comment board. Said he was an Israelite.
Is he a scoffer?
No, he ain't scoffing. He ain't scoffing, but he think he an Edomite. So, but you never know. I seen a brother do a video on him. He don't, you know what I'm saying? For him to say he's believing, he say, I believe you. Hey, you go to his video, say, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathens. You see, but this guy right here, he thinks he's an Edomite. That's why he keeps saying that. You see what I'm saying? You know.
Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah. Hey, if your lineage go back up to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, you call on the name of Abraham, you call on the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, and you get yoked to the nearest great millstone camp near you, man. We don't deal with skin, man. We deal with nationality, man. You know, if you've been looking at great millstone videos, you know what time it is, man. Your lineage go up to the Irish or to Southern Italy or so on and so forth, it's a chance that you could be an Israelite. And it don't matter even if your lineage don't go up to one of them, man. If your spirit bear witness with this truth, you could be an Israelite, man, and you just pray. But if you're a heathen, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can come crouch and be in the sea for all you want. There's nothing you can do. Hey, keep bringing out your precept.
That was the end of it.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna finish this precept. All right, verse 29. Lest happily, after he have laid the foundation, and there's none able to finish it, all that began to mock him. You see, so that's what we don't want. And what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 9th chapter. All right, he beat his body in subjection. So after he witnessed the others, he missed not the mark, all right? So we don't want to do all this labor and toil and then be a mock and have to partake in the judgment that heathen's going to judge, all right? That's going to partake the judgments of 2/3 of our people. You're going to be a mock. You're going to be mocked. You're going to be ridiculed. You're going to look real bad, all right? So therefore, you got to count the cost. Once you count the cost, you have to get the discipline of wisdom on you. And guess what? You got to pick up your cross, all right, and run, all right? Study to show thyself approved. Be blessed and see that readeth, man, all right? Getting up, and if you're a brother that's just coming to this faith, it's imperative you got to get to the money changers, people that have this doctrine. When you read that account in Acts the 8th chapter, when Philip went down and taught the Ethiopian eunuch, the Ethiopian eunuch was reading the scriptures, but he had no understanding. So one thing you got to do, you got to get the men that have this understanding. Wear out the doorstep of the prophets, man. Okay? And the prophets, we are charged to tend to this vineyard. If you come in sincerity and truth, humble and contriteness, man, hey, nobody can turn you around, man. As long as you're sincere. All right? In fact, let me get this precept in the good news. I got this from you, all right?
Good news translation.
Yeah, the good news translation. All right. You got precept?
Yeah.
Bring it out and break it down. I put this.
All right. This Isaiah 55:6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near." All right, and the way you do that is by attaining to wise counsel. All right, getting close, getting yoked with the brothers, great millstone. All right, like the elder said, if your spirit bear witness, and you believe in this doctrine of life, you gotta seek the Lord. You gotta pray for yourself. All right, and you gotta renew your mind. All right, through this word, and just get yoked with a brother account near you. Okay, because the time is short. All right, all hell about to break out soon. Okay, and I'm gonna keep reading. It says Isaiah 55:7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Okay, so we really gotta put off every weakness, every imperfection, because the Lord wants perfect men. All right, He wants us to be perfect.
Hey, pull up that precept in your news for me.
Which one?
Jude.
16 and 16.
Yeah.
All right. So we gotta make sure our garments is clean as possible. Okay. And it says, "And let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and He will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for He will abundantly pardon." Okay. So we don't do the woe is me, or it's too late. The sins has overtaken you. No. So we still in this grace period. All right, and all this grace period is almost up. All right, it's about to be a famine of hearing this word, seeing the prophets. Okay, so it's time for you to show your faith by your works.
All right, and keep this thing about us first. Yeah. That's why I'm bringing out this precept. Everything about this truth comes first and is primary in your life. And if this truth isn't primary in your life, you're not going to go in the kingdom of heaven.
I got the first Maccabees.
I got that. I got the Maccabees.
Okay.
I got the one in Maccabees. All right, the second Maccabees.
Yeah.
All right. This is second Maccabees 15 and 18. For the care that they took for their wives and their children and their brethren and folks was in least account with them. All right, so the brothers that were during the time of Judas, they put the wives and the family second. All right, it say it was least in account with them. And this is what they put primary. But the greatest and the principal for his fear was for the holy temple, man. Okay? So nobody want to hear nothing about these fucking jobs. And, hey, man, I got to cut my fucking beard. Nah, man. Hey, lose the fucking job. And brothers is not being over righteous. If we've done it, we're not saying this from a perspective of it's easy to say it, it's easy for you to say. Nah, we've been in those shoes. We've had to do it, all right? We've had to be in predicaments where we had to pick the truth over our children and over the family structure here in America, okay? But it's truth. We've had women that be like, on Saturdays, you never have your Saturday open. Your Saturday is always taken. I'm tired of this shit. I want to go out. Shut up, bitch. Fuck you. Catch a cut. You know? All right? But the greatest and principal fear was the holy temple. Okay? The temple of Yahweh Shai. And the tabernacle of Yahweh Shai is with men. All right? This is Judah chapter 16, verse 16. But this is in the Good News translation. All right? Yahweh is more pleased with those who obey him than with the choice meat on the altar. All right? And that choice meat on the altar is when we came to bring a sacrifice for our sins. Obedience is better than sacrifice, or with the most fragrant sacrifices. Okay? So Yahweh Shem Shai wants you to obey him first and foremost and put him first. Okay? The nations who rise up against my people are doomed. Yahweh will punish them on the day of punish them on Judgment Day. He will send fire and worms to devour their bodies and will keep them in pain forever. Okay? So if you don't put this truth first and foremost and primary, you're not going to the kingdom of heaven. All right? If a job tells you to do this or do that, and you cut your beard off in the times that we're living in for that job, and I'm not being over righteous. Hey, we're at the end. All right, Elder Tahar didn't put that decree out for nothing, man. Okay, we're at the fucking end. This truth comes supreme. Keeping the commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai, they're first and foremost, man. Okay. All right, in the tabernacle of Yahweh Shema Shai, let me get into that, man. All right, I'm gonna read 2 Maccabees again. 2 Maccabees 15 and 18. For the care that they took for their wives, their children, their brethren, and folks, were least in account with them. This is the vibration we supposed to be rocking out on. But the greatest and the principal fear was the Holy Temple. So let's see what the Holy Temple is, okay? Let's see what the Holy Temple is. This is, give me Matthew 20 and 1, bro. All right. The Holy Temple, the Most High used to give us metaphors. He likened the men of the Lord to a vineyard, to a tabernacle, to a house, so on and so forth. Bring it out.
This Matthew 20 and 1. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder.
Come on.
Which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. All
right, this is Yahweh Shai is their householder. All right? And he's hired laborers to go out in his vineyard. All right? His laborers are his servants. And he gives them strict instructions. Bring it out.
And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day.
Penny a day, 4 days' work. A penny a day for us is the kingdom of heaven. Okay? We're laboring for that penny. That 4 days' work. Bring it out.
He sent them into his vineyard.
Come on.
And he went out about the 3rd hour.
Come on.
And saw others.
That's it. No. He sent them into his vineyard. All right, that's it on that. This is Isaiah 5 and 7. For the vineyard of Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel. And the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cry. So Yahweh Shema Shai wants all our energy, all our focus on this vineyard, which is the house of Israel, man. Okay? Which is their tabernacle. All right? Now, we're not being over righteous. We're subject to payments. We got to sub Nebuchadnezzar until we can't serve him no more. Now we're at the end of serving. I said sub. We're at the end of serving Nebuchadnezzar. We're at the end of that being horn-born slaves. All right? Because he's coming down with these tranquilizers, with these mandates, and he's about to say, look, you have to. It's mandatory that you get this microchip implanted in your system. All right, which is, we know, Revelation 13 and 16. So that's going to kill us having to serve Nebuchadnezzar. And that's the time that we're living in. All right, so we're at the point where we're not about to be having to serve him anymore, man. All right, so that's why we got to be stronger and stronger and stronger in the faith, because when you're not serving Nebuchadnezzar, he's about to come down with great wrath to destroy us, man, from being a nation. Okay. This is Luke. Chapter 17. I want verse 29. It reads. All right. Damn, that's not what I want. What, 14? Let me see. It might be 14. It can't be. It ain't 17.
Excuses.
I already brought that precept out. All right. So damn, I got all my precepts, man. All right. So I'm gonna leave up and get this is Matthew chapter 25, verse 40, and it reads, and the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as I have done unto it, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, you have done it to me. All right? So that's talking about the wicked, the way the wicked dealt with Yahweh Shema Shai's servant. But up a little farther, he told, when you did good to the least of these, you did it to me. The least of these is the house of Israel. It's that fruitful plant, that vineyard, man. All right, and that's what all our time needs to be going into. All right, tending to this vineyard, because when you tend into this vineyard, you tend into Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, there's no such thing as putting something before this work, man. Nothing's coming before this work, man. All right, so you got this thing about cutting your beard, get a fucking job. Nah, this truth reigns supreme. Don't cut your beard for fucking shit. All right? Don't put nothing above this truth. If your woman don't want to deal with you no more because you're hooking up with the brotherhood no more, going to camp, y'all doing more videos together, so on and so forth, and she got some problem with that, man, she got to stand down. All right? Anything that makes you offend or comes against this truth, you got to put it in this place. All right? Everything else is secondary and third there when it comes to this truth. This truth is primary. All right? Let me get this passage in Matthew. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. And it reads, again, you have heard it. Oh, that's 5. It's like Matthew 6 and 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, this truth is the centerpiece of our life. All right, every other aspect is centered around the truth. All right, when you get a job, you make sure that job synchronizes with the schedule that you got to go to camp. All right, if you're gonna deal with a broad on a regular basis, you make sure she's not gonna interfere with you doing your videos and serving your Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. When you have your children, the children got to know when you're doing sit downs, or if the house needs to be, and you don't want to hear nothing, a church mouse around that motherfucker. It's supposed to be in silence. All right? The truth is primary before family, friends, jobs, anything in this life, man. All right? But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And the Most High, if you lose a job, man, he's going to. If you lose a job for this truth, hey, when he say all these things will be added unto you, hey, stand on the word. King David say he's never seen the righteous forsaken or they see breaking bread. Okay? So therefore, whatever you lose, man, you're going to gain a 60 and 100-fold, man. Okay? Let's see if somebody put a precept. All right, this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 29 from Zion, servant of Yahweh Shai. And it reads, Matthew 5 and 29, if the right eye offend thee, pluck it out. Indeed, brother, indeed. And cast it from thee. For it is profitable for that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body shall be cast. Okay? Into hell. All right? Beautiful precept, all right? So if anything comes against you in this truth, man, anything, you have to cut it off your flesh. Family members, you know, the family members is one demon that comes against you when you come to this truth, man. All right, they tug at your flesh. They come asking you questions about what you're into, and when they don't understand, they ridicule you, they demonize you, so on and so forth. And our great King said in the last days, man, that hey, family is going to be your enemies. So guess what you got to be doing? You need to be cutting that emotional connection of your family. Most of them tranquilized anyway. Most of them gonna get that microchip anyway. All right, so you got to be getting built up on your Masola faith to get look at them pairs. So by the time it's time for them to start dying by the millions and zillions, hey, that emotional effect won't be bringing you down. It won't have an effect on you, man. Because hey, it's easy to say a lot of things that we say week in and week out, but when you walk in that house and see your mama convulsing from that tranquilizer, turning into a fucking zombie when the frequencies come on, and you might have to put her ass down, man. Come trying to bite your ass, man. Or if you walk in there and she's dead, and all hell break loose, you can't sit there mourning over her dead corpse, man. All right? These are the times we're living in, man. You can't be sitting here mourning for those that chose to follow this beast system and be drunk off that wine, man. All right? And when you put your Yahweh Shema Shai first, man, that's what he does. He strengthens you. He say, his strength is made perfect in our weakness. He's going to strengthen you in those areas, man. Okay? So with that, you don't got anything? Y'all got anything to say? Yeah, precept? Yeah. Bring out your precept.
This Romans 12:1, just one precept. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren. All right, so this is a message to the whole elect that's tuning in. It says, by the mercies of Yahweh Shema Shah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. So you're going to lose. You got to sacrifice a lot. Your job, your woman, your house, maybe your kids. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot for this truth, because this truth is primary and everything else is secondary. Okay? Because this is our only way to salvation. And it says, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh Shema Shah, which is your reasonable service. So we got to become holy, set apart from everything in this world. That it don't hinder us. Let no one take that crown. So hey, we on a mission to get to the kingdom of heaven.
You read verse 2?
Oh, it's like
read verse 2.
Romans 12:2. And it says, and be not conformed to this world.
All right, this world teaches you to conform to it, rock out to its vibration. Hey, it's mandate. You gotta go get this tranquilizer. Go get this one. All right, or something's bad gonna happen to you. Oh, hey, the dollar has collapsed. You gotta go get this new microchip, this new currency inserted into your body. You can't conform to these things. And right now, you're supposed to be getting mentally prepared to, when you don't conform to it, that you're not going to have these treats. You're going to have these so-called comforts you have here in America. And you're going to be totally relying off the grid of your Yahweh Shema Shai. So right now, you're supposed to be getting built on your most holy faith and renewing your mind and getting prepared for that. All right? And that happens when you put your Yahweh Shema Shai first. He say, those that seek me, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. He's going to be with those that are applying this word and living it. Bring it out, bro.
And it says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
And be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And this word transforms you, man. And it makes you hard as a rock. It makes you cold to this world, man. We're about to see a lot of death. We're about to see a lot of our loved ones perish. We're about to see a lot of people that we're cool with die. All right? And when this word transforms you, it's not going to have, you ain't going to give a fuck. All right? Because if you give a fuck, that's going to have you fucked up. Lot's wife gave a fuck. She looked back, man. She was worried about the things that she lost. All right? When the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is on you, we are hastening the day. We want this to happen. We want this place to be destroyed. We want the 2/3 to be destroyed. Even if our family members is a part of that number, man. We want this. We need this. That's how you're going to be stabilized. When you see all this death and destruction, your mind is renewed. So you're all right. When this place falls and this place is destroyed, that means life everlasting comes. Immortality comes. Us being able to rest comes. Us being able to rule and have the dominion comes. All right? That only comes what you understand in this word, in this doctrine, man. All right? And putting your how about Shema Shai first. Okay? So with that, I want to give infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Harakwakadash. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow labors in Yahweh Shai, pushing the true cross to 4 winds. Shalom, Abba, Abba.